Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Yo, what up? Here we go. It is Monday on the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Monday.
Yeah. President's Day.
Fun day.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know around here, like, everybody's gone. So, I mean, you know, when we go out in the world, is everybody going to be out taking a vacation day? Or
I mean, it is really empty here today. More empty than normal holidays.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, even on Friday, I couldn't find anybody. Like, you know, I was trying to get stuff done on a Friday. I'm like, where is everybody? They're going 4-day weekend. I'm like, it's not a 4-day weekend.
For President's Day?
Yeah, I'm like, I had
You're
no
right,
idea.
though. Public schools, I think, had Friday and Monday off.
Yeah. Well, they're
No.
working. They're at school today.
Their kids at school today?
It was
Yeah.
weird. They had Friday off for an in-teacher service work day, and then they had to then go today.
Sorry, I'm spreading lies.
Yeah, well, we don't expect anything
Jaybird,
less.
you don't have kids. You don't know the school schedule.
You're right. My dumb ass.
And if you knew the school schedule, we'd be worried.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Coming to high schools.
Wait a minute. How did you know that?
I get older, they all stay the same age.
I mean, imagine putting that in a movie today. If you're like, oh, shit, that's terrible.
Not in this
what?
climate.
Not in this climate.
Not in this climate. No way. Let's see some of the emails that we got here covering some of the big stuff going on from over the weekend. Our boy Lester sent this talking about the biggest movie over the weekend. One of the biggest movies ever was Black Panther. Did fantastic. Something was on my mind last week was some people were already trying to cause a big uproar saying, just make sure your white kids don't dress up as the Black Panther. I was just like, would you guys please leave?
That's not the majority
Kids
of
alone.
people. That is a very small percentage of people
I hear ya.
who want to just stir shit up.
They do. So screw you people. And he said, so y'all were talking about how some people are saying that kids should only dress like the superheroes that are the same race culture as they are. What about Asian kids like me? Are they saying I can only be a ninja or a Buddha? What popular superheroes was there when I was growing up? Only one I can think of was the yellow Power Ranger, and she's a chick. What the fuck? She's a yellow one, too. That's kind of fucked up. Make the Asian one, yellow. All this is to be taken light. I call myself American before Asian, or more specifically Filipino. Personally, I'm called Panda by most of my friends and love to use my culture and my advantage as a comedic value. As long as I'm respected by whoever I come in contact with, I don't care what y'all call me. Love y'all, Lester. Oh, and Jason, go fuck yourself.
Lester, that's a great email.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed your email.
Lester
And he's
gets it.
actually fucking himself right now.
Lester just gets it, man.
He does. Yeah, and honestly, that's really the way that it should be. I mean, come on, you're right. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's be able to laugh at ourselves. Let's respect everybody. And when you do that, I don't think anybody has any problem with these fun little jokes and all this kind of stuff.
You're right.
That's the way it should be. You just got to get more people on this page. Tracy's on here. Got some column outs. Really upset about the stepmom that took the 13-year-old daughter to go see 50 Shades Freed over the weekend, despite the better wishes of the biological mother.
That lady is an idiot.
Well, she's just causing all kinds of problems when it's unnecessary. And there's no respect that she has there for the biological mom. And she probably sees this is, look at this cool wedge I'm driving. And, you know, her own daughter thinks I'm cooler than she is.
Right.
And so I'm going to let her do all this kind of stuff. And
This woman is dangerous.
Well, you didn't hear the call on Monday. The 13-year-old daughter said to her mom, why can't you be cool like my new mom?
She said that?
She said that to her mom. That's what her mom said.
Yeah.
And like it broke her mom's heart.
Oh.
Imagine Mag saying that to you. How that is some heavy shit right there.
That would break your heart.
Yeah.
so here she is. You know, she's caught up in this world of saying, look, I know what my daughter needs. She shouldn't be seeing this. I go to my ex-husband, and he's like, hey, as long as I got peace, I really don't care. He's like, what did he say? She had said today, call me back when there's something physically wrong
Physical
with her.
harm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's an idiot.
When you hear these stories and you don't know what these people look like, do you ever picture what they look like in your head?
Every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, me too. I picture the new wife,
She's wearing clothes that are too tight for her.
way younger though.
She's wearing heels with spandex, which, girl, what are you doing?
She's younger too though.
She's got big hair.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you do that too, Kev? Do you picture what
yeah,
they
I
look
did,
like?
I did with this guy. Yeah, I kind of did. Yeah, with the dad. I don't know why I see him with dark hair. It's kind of bushy. It's like almost like too much hair on his head. I don't know why.
He's a little bit overweight.
Yeah, a little bit. Mm-hmm. Tracy said, I would kick that woman's ass. Totally inappropriate. I would never allow a child to see that movie. Too much for me. Moreover, a 13-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately here, they're not afraid of you enough. you gotta start being more scary. That would be my advice. Whether you do it legally or whether you do a little street justice, you have to know your strengths. What are you good at?
All of a sudden, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the tires are gone.
Gone.
Just sending a message.
Gone, huh?
Just poof.
How bad would that
Gone.
suck, though? Every other day, your tires are just missing? That'd be so inconvenient.
It would. Here is an anonymous call him out. Again, an ex-husband. I want to call out my ex for giving our 15-year-old daughter his phone and asked her to get his girlfriend's contact information to put into her phone just in case she can't get a hold of him on his phone. So when she went to the girlfriend's name for her contact info, I guess with the iPhone, there is a way to see pictures that have been texted back and forth between that person. She showed me using my contact info, and it showed all the pictures we have sent each other. Well, then she went to his girlfriend's contact information, and the first thing she sees is his dong pics that he's texted to his girlfriend.
How old are these people?
It's 15-year-old daughter in this one.
Okay, but it's the mom doing the snooping?
No. It is the mom has nothing to do with this. It's the ex-husband. Her ex-husband gave the 15-year-old daughter his phone and said, hey, would you add my girlfriend's contact information into your phone just in case he's trying to get a hold of me? So whenever you do that, there's a feature in the iPhone which allows you to see pictures that have been shared back and forth for that contact.
The kids are seeing dad dong?
So when
Yeah.
she entered the contact information, there were photos that were on there that had been shared between those two accounts, and the first thing she sees is pictures of her dad's dick.
Remember the people that the chick that accidentally the dad sent his dick pic to her?
Yeah.
Remember that? That was a
Right.
couple of weeks ago. That's traumatizing.
But that's an accident. I mean, I think that you got to look at that a little different. Like, oh, wow, that's a major mess
He
up.
probably didn't know that
this was an
feature,
accident too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't know that this feature was available, but she says, my poor baby girl is now scarred for life and will probably need therapy for seeing pictures of her dad's junk.
Okay, like we talked about the last time. You picture these scenarios. I'm picturing real thin dick, real skinny penis.
See, I see it different.
I do too.
You do?
I
Unfortunately,
see,
the girl's traumatized
I
because,
see a kielbasa.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're right.
this guy is just,
Spaghetti dick's not sending dick pics. You're right. You're right. It's a hog.
it's a hog. If it was a spaghetti dick, it'd be real close and blurry.
Bigfoot style. You're right. You gotta make sure that thing's blurred.
Could you imagine that, Virginia, going in and seeing your dad's dick pics?
I've seen my dad's dick pics.
So tell me what it's like.
It's not fun. I
Yeah.
mean, it's my fault. I was a nosy kid.
Okay, yeah.
I was nosing around, in their stuff, and I don't even know what I was looking for. I was just bored, I guess. And my dad used to be an amateur photographer, and I found
What did you find? I always forget this story. I thought you were telling a different story.
slides.
That's
Slides.
That's
You could
so
tell
70s.
Slides.
This shit was the
It was
70s.
so 70s. So I'm like, what
So they
are
would-
the? I didn't even know we had a slide projector.
Oh, he would show that shit on
But-
the wall because it made his dick look bigger.
I held him up to the light by the lamp. I'm like, what's this thing? I'm trying to figure out what it is. And I'm like,
Oh, man.
what the hell?
How old were you?
I don't know. Maybe like 12,
Oh,
11.
man.
Oh,
That's tough.
rough.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I mean, I kind of want.
I didn't go through their stuff ever again. That's for sure.
I don't want to ask the inappropriate question, but never mind. I'm not. I don't want to ask it.
What is this?
I don't want to ask it. I mean, we're clearly.
I don't think I can answer the
Okay,
question.
all right.
I know what the question is. We just can't go there. I just can't. I can't take you there.
I'm sorry. I'm just being a hard-nosed journalist right now.
I'll tell you after the show.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be on record.
Okay, fair enough.
I got an email from Jason. A little positivity for a Monday and to call him out. I'd like to call out Kevin for being such a consummate professional. I'm always amazed at the number of things he simultaneously does during the show. Also, he seems like a genuinely good person.
When did you have time to write this?
Yeah, I know. That's why I ran back to the office. He never wants people to feel bad and is always willing to look at an issue from both sides. And I'd like to call out Virginia for bringing the spice to the show. The show was lacking with you in New Orleans. You always have an interesting take on the show's subject matter. You even seem to hate men less recently. I also love when you go after Jerby and force him to share details about his love life.
I'm trying over here, but he's a stone wall.
And as for Texarado Longhand, You can go fuck yourself. I feel like that was just a setup. That was just...
It's a well-crafted setup. It took a lot of time just to go tell me to go fuck myself.
It really did. It went a long way out.
I think it's the same person because they always use Jerby and they always use Texas.
Yeah, I think he's I think he was the one that calls me a biased dick face on Friday.
Okay, I
this
like
guy's
that.
a star.
I like that guy's act.
A little fun troll in there.
Is that's not Kentucky John?
No,
is it?
no, it's
'Cause
Jason.
I kind of like Kentucky John's act too.
He's good.
Kevin wasn't here the time. We did a Suits dating game, and Kentucky John got on the line and faked Virginia, Denny's, myself.
Suits picked him.
He picked Kentucky
He thought it was
John.
a girl, and he was falling in love.
And then
Suits picked Kentucky
That's
John
so awesome.
as his date.
And he ended with this. Hey guys, it's Kentucky John.
You guys got catfished on the radio?
Every one of us, four motherfuckers.
we
got
were
cat-
like, she sounds perfect.
Suits was legit
my
gonna
gosh.
pick Kentucky John.
That's unreal. And how long
Skills.
did it go on for a while, or was it
Yes.
like? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It was a
Suits-
segment.
Suits picked Kentucky John,
It was 3 women on the line. It was 2 real women, and then it was Kentucky John.
and we didn't know.
We had no idea. And Suits picked Kentucky John.
We all did.
Yeah, we're like, dude, you got to go for.
We believed in love.
Wow, how about that? All right, this email from Jessica said, next week, my husband and I will be visiting South Florida from Milwaukee. I lived in South Florida for over 10 years, so I get to finally show him around my previous home. We're into the microbrews like Kev, and I have been keeping a list of places that he mentions on the radio to check out. If you guys have any other cool places to check out, like funky local bars, I love the recommendation. It's been over 6 years since I've been back to South Florida, so I'm not sure of the latest places to check out. We will for sure be spending some time in Boynton Beach, in the Boca area where I used to live. Also, seeing as we are coming from America's Dairyland, we'd love to bring you guys some local cheese curds and some microbrews from Milwaukee.
Cheese curds are my favorite.
Yeah, would it be cool if you came by the station, share some of Milwaukee's best with you guys? Yes. Sounds good, as long as it's not actually Milwaukee's best.
Yeah, as long as it's not the Beast.
As long as it's not actually Milwaukee's best, which is, hopefully it's better than that.
It really kind of pulls my heartstrings when you get that excited about cheese too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Have you had really good cheese curds?
I don't think I even had cheese
Different
curd.
flavors.
What exactly is a cheese curd?
Oh, it's like little lumps of cheese in a bag, and they're like little nuggets. And they come different flavors. They come with different little spices in them. You can have them like cheddar. You can have them like jalapeno in them. Oh, they're so good.
I do like those. Those are very good.
Let me see. As far as like places to go, quick recommendations. If you like the craft beer, you have got all the way down south, starting in Pompano, you got the Bangin' Banjo, you got the Funky Buddha that is right around there, 26 degrees. You've got due south Copper Point right next to each other. Nobo is right in the same area in Boynton.
Bangin' Banjos, that's where we did.
Yes.
I loved that. That place was fun.
That was huge.
We got to go back and do one of those again.
Yeah, Boca, I just went there for the first time on Saturday. Barrel of Monks. If you like,
I met
like
those people. They're
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, they're really cool people. I saw Jared from Del Rey there on Saturday when I went in. He's done a lot of our KVJ Volunteer Army stuff. Came up and said hey.
Nice.
Yeah, if you like the Belgium style of beer, Barrel of Monks is your place. Wit beers and things like that.
What does that mean for like in layman's terms? If you say
It's a different style, is really kind of what it is. The wit beer is like the Florida Cracker. Have you ever had Cigar City's Florida Cracker? That's one of the better knowns. They had the Wizard Wit.
like a lighter beer kind
It's a little
of.
bit lighter, a little bit crispier. It's a great beer. When I first started getting into craft beers and I was kind of like coming over from the Bud Lights and that kind of stuff, I was into the wit beer. That was kind of like got me going. And I liked the Florida Cracker. That was my favorite beer for a while as things were going through. So yeah, if you like that style, you like Barrel of Monks, they do that. And there's like a Devour Brewery that is kind of like in West Palm. They got a lot of great places. I think you can go on now and just even find a map. In fact, there's Untapped. It's an app that'll show you all the different places.
Oh, that's a good little tip.
Give you some suggestions. And then there's a bunch of new places that have opened up in the last 6 years. That's the exciting thing about South Florida. So many new places always open up.
Well, my sister
great.
told me that they're going to come for a visit over the summer, and her husband is really into the craft beer scene.
Oh, okay.
He makes his own beer.
Oh, no doubt.
At Mardi Gras,
Yeah.
they brought a keg everywhere. It was their own keg that they brewed.
Wow.
Yeah,
How cool is
pretty
that?
cool stuff.
Okay.
So they're going to be here over the summer. I'll need your help. I
Turn
wanna
me loose,
Put
yeah.
them on that best beer bus.
Love it. Yeah, damn good beer bus is a bus that you can take around to different breweries, and they do different cities at a time. Boynton Beach right now probably is, I would say, the top-ranked city as far as like proximity and what you get. But you can get down into Wynwood, and you got Jay Wakefield. Wynwood Brewing is right down there. Miami Brewing is a little bit farther south, but they've even got some good microbrews down there in Miami.
Nice.
So yeah, a ton of stuff.
Oh, yeah. I'll be picking your brain, Ralston.
Oh, I love it to have it picked. Be great. I'm putting in the time, Virginia.
Yes, you are.
I mean, my gosh.
You need to write a book.
Getting there.
I'd read it.
I think we're going to start one thing. One of the projects I got on deck here for this year is beer podcasts.
Oh.
So I think we'll probably put that together. It'll be a blog, easy to write, kind of like fine. And then the reason why we do the podcast, it'll be a video thing, and you'll be able to see, because they're all different too. And I got to say, like, there's some places where I like the beer better than others, and then some it's like just pure tap room. Like the Barrel of Monks, our tap room is so awesome. It was so cool. So it's like for different reasons, you may be like, I want to go to this place for that reason, And some places have good beer and okay tap rooms, and other
Some
places
people have the atmosphere nailing it.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So there you go. There's a lot of different reasons why you should choose them. I got this email. It's from Thumbelina. This one, she said, is this a bit that we've done? It was, she said, canoe shoes. Do they let you walk on water?
Yes, we did do that.
Yeah, you did. I think when we were at Wild, you did a Lake Clear Channel that was out back.
I was so
On the
hell
building,
bent
yeah.
on saying, Kev, I can run on water.
Yeah.
And you said, no, you
You
can't.
took 2 steps and sank, if I remember right.
It's debatable. Some say I got 2.5.
Canoe shoes.
Some say I got 2.5.
Yeah.
That's funny. I don't remember canoe shoes.
You know what? I think, and I'm not kidding. I don't think you were at the show that day.
Okay.
You were either pregnant or you were in New Orleans, but I think you were not at work that day.
I don't remember that, and that sounds like a pretty fun time.
Yeah.
So I must have not been there.
Yeah, she might have been there today.
Don't you hate that when you miss something cool that's on the show?
I mean, canoe shoes. That's awesome.
I mean, it was a terrible. I mean, I just ran.
complete failure.
I just ran into the lake.
Yeah.
Really, is what it came down to.
I'm a big fan of that work.
Yeah, I mean, it was so much buildup too.
I've seen you running that lake a lot. It never gets old.
I mean, it was so much fucking buildup for a man just to run in a lake.
We got a lake here. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I would love to dance with that devil, but
I know a little fat guy that'd be out there in like 3 seconds.
well, I'm a little fat guy too.
I'd like to see y'all wrestle. He's trying to get you out. You won't come out.
I don't want it to come down. I'm a pacifist. I don't want to wrestle anybody. I wish we could live in harmony here. I wish
Right.
we could do a goofy thing that takes 3 minutes in the parking lot. It's not a big deal. I wish we could come to that agreement.
I think
be
those
nice.
days are behind us.
At least now they are, but you never know.
You never know.
What might come with time.
It could work. You never know.
He could get fired, and a new guy could start that likes us.
I'm not. I don't want that.
Parrish sent an email, and Virginia, she would like for you to start a cooking podcast, if you would.
You know what? I think it's a great idea. I've actually gone out and scouted a location. I need a big kitchen.
And you need visual. It can't be just a straight
Yeah.
up audio podcast. You got to have a
It's
visual.
got to be a visual element. My kitchen in my house, that's the one thing about my house in Tequesta. I love my house. I love it so much. But the kitchen is tiny. There's no way for us to really do what needs to be done for a good cooking show in that kitchen.
Yeah.
At Bloomingdale's in the Gardens Mall, they have a great test kitchen up on the 3rd floor. And I went and scouted it the other day when I was there, and I was really looking at it from that point of view of like doing a cooking show, and I think it'd be perfect.
Cool.
I just got to reach out to my contact over there and set it up.
Let me
So,
know if you need a sous chef.
I'm going to be calling you, Katie.
Yeah.
You know if you need a sous chef.
Always. You'd be the fun sous chef.
I can slice a tomato, man.
You like finger with your tomato?
Well, no, I know how to. No. I got a cool technique that I learned on YouTube.
I've seen you cut yourself a lot.
No, I actually have a really cool technique with tomatoes and onions.
I don't know if we're going to give you a knife show one.
Oh, come on, man.
There's so much stuff to do.
Can I take a test with knives, please, so I can prove to you I can handle a knife? No, fuck this shit. I don't want to be in your fucking cooking show. No, I'm turned off now.
That was quick. It was the shortest collaboration for a cooking show ever.
Yeah.
Man.
All about 15 seconds. Well, and Parrish would like to see you do a podcast for women only, 3 to 4 ladies, and on occasion a special guest. Well, maybe Jaber would be the special guest there.
Yes, like a female panel. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she pitched this to me at Blue Martini.
Yeah.
Just women, no boys allowed.
Yeah, but it's doing stuff also like relationships, parenting struggles, stuff in general that women have to deal with. I understand that often on the regular show you don't have enough time to explore and expand upon these topics in order to stay on schedule. On your podcast, so there could be a certain topic to focus on, like the Weird and Whatever podcast. Yeah, these are the podcasts are fun because sometimes just in the general stew of the KVJ show things don't make sense or they just don't fit or they're so marginalized that the general audience are like going, okay, can you stop freaking talking about aliens or sports or whatever it might be?
We don't go into that long either.
Yeah.
I start to feel real panicky when I've talked about Bigfoot or UFOs for longer than a minute and a half.
Right, but there is a good portion of the audience that does love that stuff, and so, you create it, and they can go seek it out and find it, should they like it. So, Virginia, your thought would be cooking, female topics, things like that.
By the way, that is literally Virginia's #1 fan right there. She loves,
I love
Virginia.
her.
Yeah.
She is so sweet.
Her and her husband are so nice.
There's just, when you look out and they're at an event, they just make me happy.
They got good
They
smiles.
got peaceful aura.
Some people some people just smile. They just got a natural smile.
Yeah,
That's how they are.
They smile from the inside.
Mm-hmm. She said, thanks, KVJ, for bringing us joy every day. You're faithful and maybe your biggest fan, Parrish.
Oh, look at that.
Adorable.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
We love you.
Okeechobee Will. Will from the Chobee here. I'm the guy that met y'all at 4th on Flagler 2 years ago. Virginia thought I was 17, but I'm 30.
I remember that kid. I totally remember. He's a good-looking kid. I remember.
I'm not buying it. He still looks 17 to me.
Mm-hmm. I said last night we had a Mexican queen sighting in Okeechobee.
What?
Yes.
Your Mexican queen?
My Mexican queen. Said, I was going to Okeechobee Nights at the Christ Fellowship there, and in walked the Mexican queen. I walked around looking for Kev, and I remember that it's past 7 o'clock and he's already sleeping. So I want to say hi to her, but I was a little afraid that she might beat me up. All the stories of your wife putting the smack down on people in her younger years.
She's not going to smack you for saying hi.
Imagine that you say hello
No.
at church and she kicks your ass.
Don't piss her
It's so
off.
confusing. I'm at church and
That would be a surreal moment. Hey, how's it going, Mexican
But
queen?
as she's kicking your ass, you're like, this is going to be a great story.
you'd be an amazing
You hear the
story.
church organs in the background.
Let me see. I have been listening to you guys since the beginning when I was in middle school and haven't missed a minute of content since. Funny that even your wife turned me into a teenage fangirl. Thanks for all you do.
That's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Funny stuff. There you go. Yeah, she was very excited. They go and they do it right. Said the cooking they do. They have like a big thing they do in Okeechobee, sausage on a stick.
Ooh.
That's
Yeah.
an Okeechobee thing.
I guess it is because my wife says, whenever they do this thing out there, she's been out there. She went out there last year, I think, for it. And she said, they do a lot of things on a stick, meat on a stick.
When their pet gets too old, all right, let's fucking cook them.
Yeah, that's
Cat
it.
on a stick.
That's right.
That's it. Yeah.
Denny's don't like that bit.
Whiskers is 10 years old, cat on a stick.
Cat on a stick.
Cat on a stick. There you go. So,
Just kidding, Okeechobee. We know you don't eat your cat on a stick.
Just kidding, cat lovers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's true.
We don't want to barbecue cats.
No, we love cats.
Well, we don't love them. I wouldn't go that far.
As I've gotten older, I have definitely started to really love cats.
mm-hmm. Cats are, yes.
So loving cats are
Misunderstood
cool.
sometimes.
When cats are loving,
What
they're
about
very.
that cat that shit on you? You
Well,
love that cat?
Fuck that cat, because that's an asshole cat. But the other cat that they got, Denny's and Jen, sweetheart, love that thing.
Mm-hmm. Just to let you know as well, I've got a lot of really fantastic emails here about the shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. People with ideas, with comments, anything from students, faculties, all the above that would like to speak. And I thank you for this, and I encourage you to keep sending them. Even people with ideas on what we could do, because in all this kind of stuff, you want to do something great, and sometimes you don't know what that is. You don't know necessarily what the needs are. We're on the outside looking in, and we're getting these emails, and I'm reading every single one of them, looking for insight. I've watched every piece of material that has been on the news about this thing. And just, briefly during the show today, we played some of the audio from the rally and some of the comments from the students that were there, and talked about that, and applaud them for, being the change that they want to see happen, and for standing up and saying something that they believe in. So I'm going to continue to go through these. I want to let you know, I just want to address that, though, because everything from people with suggestions for doing cards for Parkland to whatever. So we're going to go through all these ideas. We're going to talk. We might even do a podcast where we can put it out there for everyone who wants to consume, this. Like I said, it's great for that kind of niche material, because even the day where we had to do a show completely on Stoneman Douglas on Thursday, there were some people like going, can we please do regular KVJ, like we come here to laugh? And I understand that was a day that I think was for
it's
us.
a tough position to be in. It really is. It's an odd position to be in.
Yeah, and I couldn't do it. I could not do a regular KVJ show on Thursday, and I said it's either I got to play replays and just go sit in a dark room, or I need to talk this through. And so we decided to do the radio show instead. But I think we still have a lot to say, and I think that people still have a lot to say. And I know that they're getting some of it, said on TV, and I think that, some of the newscasts are doing a really good job of getting the voice out.
That is where it belongs.
Yes.
It belongs on that television medium, because that's who wants it, that's who needs it. Yep. People are going to television for it. I don't know if everybody's going to keep coming to us for it.
Yeah, I don't know. And the only thing that I would look into is there a forum that is being done where people can talk a little bit and all those voices can come together? And I think they are a little bit meeting and greeting, but we are sitting back and I'm watching and looking for needs, and where us as the KVJ audience, where we can step in and it makes sense, and we can actually do something, good with this. So
you want to help, and you want to also make sure that the help that you're providing is something that's needed.
Absolutely, yeah, because I know there's so many people that are kind of racing in to do whatever they can, and not that we're, taking a back seat to this. We want to be at the forefront, but we want to say, look, let's find what our niche is going to be. Where are we going to be able to step in and do some legitimate?
You
good
see
for
that
somebody.
Sometimes where people will send water or something. We don't need any more water. We need we have another need.
Yeah, it's tough. And hey, I mean, your heart's in the right place. You just want to do it. But sometimes you race in so quickly, and you feel good about that it's good for your own soul. But you want to make sure that first and foremost that what we do and how we do it is good for the people that truly need it.
Sure.
And timing is another issue. This week it's funerals. There are going to be funerals going on all week long. And so for us, some of the ideas that we have, you need to have the family involved. And this isn't the week to really be contacting them about some of this stuff.
The right opportunity will present itself. Yeah. I have a great feeling of that.
Yeah. So, but I wanted to let people know that, hey, look, it's not, we are on there. We're taking all of your emails. We're having a lot of conversations behind the scenes about what we need to do and how we need to do it. And if you have any suggestions for that and where you think KVJ fits into all this and the healing processes, what we want to be a part of. For the community, then let us know. Send us your emails, mail@kvjshow.com. I promise we're getting to all of them. We're going to be discussing as well. So mail@kvjshow.com. You can send those to us. All righty. Well, that's it for your Monday, President's Day. We got a really busy week. I wanted to put some things on the radar for you. What is going to be going on Wednesday? Jaybird and I are doing the grand opening of the Mulligans. It's right there on Singer Island. They have a real nice culmination of some bars. I mean, and I love going to a place where you've got a couple options. That strip right there, right on across the street from the beach at Singer Island, is coming up with some really solid options. A couple different bars are there. That I think is going to turn into one of those places where you can go and hit 3 different places.
Back in the day, that spot was a very big hot spot.
Well, it should be.
Yeah, it's right on the water.
You
look out and there's the water.
Is that where you would go to spear your friends?
No, I speared my friends up in Juneau, the dog park, and the dog beach.
Uh-huh. I get it.
You like it doggy style?
Keep it clean. Like I said, it was all about spiritualism.
So we got that on Wednesday. On Friday, we are going to be in Fort Lauderdale. So come on out. If you're in Broward, we'd love to see you. Cocktails and karaoke is going to be going down at 7 o'clock.
The thing about with Mulligans, I've had like 3 people ask now if they have more than a child. Like let's say they have 2 kids. Do both of those kids eat for free at Mulligans?
Said kids eat free.
Okay.
What I had.
Yeah, I think with each paid adult. I think is how it goes. So if you've got 2 kids and 2 parents, you're set.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, so we'll try to get more specifics on that for that question. And then on Saturday is the Little Smile Stars Ball at the Harriet Himmel Theater. Be there about 6:30 outside to root the kids on as they come in and walk the red carpet.
Yay!
Yeah, so that is our very busy week. Hopefully you can run into us at someplace this entire week, and then you'll see me knocking a couple back at the Honda Classic out this week. So that's going on starting on Thursday. So busy week. We will see you out somewhere, hopefully. Take care. Goodbye. Oh, and real quick, Buzz Chicken and Seafood.
Oh, yes, butt chicken and seafood.
Yes.
Go there today, try the bird sauce. I'm reading my text messages.
Yes, I hear you. Okay, there you go. 7 locations in Palm Beach County.
Excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.